Hello and welcome to PUBH 612, Designing and Evaluating Public Health Interventions. My name is Amanda Nace and I will be your professor this semester. I wanted to make this welcome video to walk you through the course syllabus and the Blackboard site and to introduce myself. A little bit about me. I am a public health professional with over 14 years of experience researching, designing, and managing public health programs domestically and internationally. I completed a PhD in health policy and management at CUNY SPH, and I received my master in public health from New York University. In addition to teaching this course, I work at ZS Associates, a professional services firm that specializes in life sciences and healthcare. As we move through the course, please do not hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions about the course or if you would like to discuss public health and your future career options. Okay, so now that I've introduced myself, I'm going to go ahead and walk you through the syllabus. So here you can see the course syllabus for PUBH 612 and my contact information, my email address. That's going to be the best way to reach me. Typically, I respond to emails within 24 hours during the week and 48 hours on the weekend. You can also see a brief course description and that there are no prerequisites, and that this is going to be an online course taught entirely asynchronously. Here, the Issel and Wells text is the textbook you'll need for the semester. Please get the 4th edition. All of your quiz questions are going to be coming directly from the text, and so it's really critical that you have the correct edition. Okay, as we move down here, you can see the table outlining the course competencies, the learning objectives, as well as the assessment methods. But I'm going to go ahead and skip down to this section, which describes the course assessments. So you're going to be asked to do 2 individual assignments, and then the rest of the assignments you're going to be doing are going to be part of a group assignment. So first, you're going to ask to do this health data assignment where you're going to have to do some research and fill out a table comparing the rates of 3 different public health diseases in Central Harlem, Manhattan, and New York City. I want you to complete the table, and then I want you to discuss the health issues, write a narrative, and there are more detailed instructions for each of these assignments on Blackboard, and I'll show you where those are located. But just to generally walk you through, once you write a narrative citing the public health literature, peer-reviewed literature, then I'm going to ask you to write up some potential community stakeholders that you would want to engage with if you were going to try to target and create a coalition to address this health issue in Central Harlem, and then the drivers of these issues. That's going to be worth 10 points. Your second individual assignment is going to be a case study where I'm going to ask you to read a peer-reviewed research article and fill out an evaluation form, walking through and discussing the article. Next, you're going to have to do this larger group assignment, of which the logic model is a component. So here you can see the different sections of the paper. There's a significance of the problem and community assessment, an intervention implementation plan, an evaluation plan, a sustainability and dissemination plan. And all of these are going to be iterative assignments that you're going to be submitting throughout the semester at different sections. We won't be initially grading those assignments. We're going to review them, provide feedback to you, and then you can make corrections and ultimately submit an entire final proposal at the end of the semester. And the idea is that by submitting different sections along the way, you'll be improving the quality of your work. We'll make sure that you're on the right track, and ultimately you'll be able to hand in a stronger proposal at the end of the semester. The logic model goes with your final proposal, but it's going to be something that's handed in separately by your group and is going to be graded separately, and that will be worth 10 points. Your final proposal, which is the bulk of the work that you're doing this semester, is going to be worth 30 points. Here you can see the writing guidelines for the course. So for all of the written assignments, please use APA citations, 12-point font, make sure there are standard margins, and I want everything to be double spaced. Also, please include your name, your course number, and this is critical, your section number whenever you're emailing me and on all of your assignments, because I'm teaching 2 sections of this course, so it'll make it a lot easier for me to know where to look and help you if you identify your correct section number. So you'll also be receiving some points for class participation. And since this is an online course, that's going to be predominantly graded through your participation in the discussion boards. So here you'll see that I'm asking you to not only post once with your initial thoughts and discussion on the readings and bringing in other ideas and concepts, but I'm also asking that you respond to a classmate's post. And this is something I also want to flag, that you need to do both your own post and respond to a classmate's post if you want to get both full credit for that discussion board. So there are 5 discussion boards throughout the semester. They're worth 2 points each, 1 for your initial post and 1 for responding to a classmate. Okay, moving right along. Next we have quizzes. There will be 6 online quizzes that will correspond with the weekly readings and the presentations. Those are going to be available on Blackboard, and I'll show you where to find them. They'll be at the bottom of the weekly materials tab for each of the weeks that it's associated with. And each quiz is worth 5 points. And once you open the quiz, you must complete it within that setting. If you walk away, you leave it open, you're going to run out of time and you won't be getting any points for that quiz. Also, I do not accept any late quizzes. So this means that there are no exceptions to this rule. This is a hard and fast deadline because as soon as the due date has passed, all of the quiz answers will be available and you'll be able to see both what you answered as well as the correct answer. And so it wouldn't be fair to allow students to continue to take the quiz once the answers are already public. So all the quizzes are going to be due, everything is due on the Sunday of that week at midnight. So please, please, please make a note in your phone or set a reminder in your calendar for those weeks that the quizzes are due so that you never miss one. Great, here you see the assessments and their relative weight for the course. So you can see the health data, case study assignments, logic model, all of those are worth 10%. The final proposal is 30% of your grade. The discussion board is 10%, and the quizzes, again, are 30% of your grade. The following information is standard information from CUNY SPH, that we do not accept any late or incomplete assignments, and there are no rewrites or makeups. However, I will offer an extra credit opportunity later on in the semester. So some expectations of students are to be respectful, to be collegial, complete your assignments on time, and to be an active member of the group that you're working with. And some expectations of me are that I'm going to provide weekly emails to remind you of what we're going to be covering that week and outline anything that's going to be due, to be available to you if you have any questions, and to respond to your emails. Oh, I also want to flag that I will try to provide feedback on all the assignments within 2 weeks of the assignment being submitted. Here's some information about accessibility and who you can contact if you need to utilize that resource. And lastly, academic integrity, that obviously we don't tolerate any plagiarism or cheating, etc. Great. So now moving down to the course schedule, just see if I can move this over. Here you can see that every week we have outlined the dates, the topic, the learning objectives for that week, as well as the readings, the learning resources, and the assignments that are going to be due. So this should be pretty straightforward. Every week there's going to be something for you to do. And you can just look right through and see where everything is going to be. All right, now I'm going to turn to Blackboard. So here we are on the Blackboard homepage. You can see there are no announcements posted at the moment, but if I ever have any announcements, this is where I will post them. Here, if you come over to the left-hand side, you can click on the instructor button, and then that's me and a little bit about myself. And when we get a TA, then your TA will post their information there as well. Here, you'll be able to click and find the most up-to-date version of the syllabus. That'll always be there. The syllabus shouldn't change too much, but if there are any tweaks or additional readings or videos, we'll make the adjustments and post it there. And then here you can click on the weekly materials, and this is where you're going to find the majority of the resources for the course. So for instance, for week 1, you click on that, and here you find another summary of what's going to be expected for that week, and this is directly lifted from Blackboard, from your syllabus, excuse me. Then here you can click and watch the week 1 PowerPoint, and then there is an article we would like you to read, so it's listed there. All right, let's go to another week. Back to weekly materials. So now we go to week 2. I want to go to week 2 because here there are 2 videos to watch, but then also you can see we have quiz 1. So you have to scroll to the bottom of each of the weeks, and then there your quiz will be visible. And like it says, you're going to only have 45 minutes to complete the quiz once you open it. And you can see, because we're in my teacher view here, that the item is hidden, and I'll open up all of the quizzes for you to view 1 week prior to them being due. Here is the discussion board where I'd like you to introduce yourself, and then you'll see the other discussion boards that I'd like you to do throughout the semester. Okay, over here, this is the groups tab, and once we get closer to the beginning of the semester and all the students have enrolled, I'll group you, and that is where you're going to be able to actually click and see your group members as well as all of the group assignments. And that's where you'll click to submit them. Here under assignments, you'll see the rubric and the assignment description, and that's where you're going to be able to click and submit that because it's an individual assignment. Same thing with the case study, it's an individual assignment, so it's going to be submitted under here under the assignments tab. And then these assignments, logic model and the final proposal, as well as these more specific descriptions of the significance implementation plan, etc. Oh, that's the extra credit assignment, which you won't see till later. And assignment 4, section C and D, all of these things, once I allocate you into your groups, those will be visible under the groups tab. Okay, so please note that. And then here, if we go over, you'll see I've copied all of the PowerPoints from the semester. So as we're going through, if you have any, you ever want to download the PowerPoints, you can always find those there. So that's going to be it. I think I've covered everything. Once again, please don't hesitate to reach out to me if you ever have any questions. I really look forward to getting to know you all this semester. Thanks so much. Bye.